excited. All right, so this is InnovAIte. Do you want to, okay.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
All right, so we're AI&U, and we offer a lot. And because we're actually the only AI club here at Northeastern. We offer everything from the boot camp, which I recognize a lot of faces that you guys attended, to the lab, which is amazing. You get to jump into research as an undergrad student. We also have the AI forum. There's so many paths you can take within AI&U. For us, it's very important to be able to bring these opportunities, especially to our students here at Northeastern. And so, an opportunity that we're bringing you guys now is InnovAIte Hackathon, which we think is probably one of our best events just because of how much fun it is. All right, so something that sets our hackathon apart from other hackathons is the way we approach it. For us, we understand that a lot of students here, you can build a product real quick, but we want to know, can you work with other students who can't code but can tell you the business plan? And can actually help you understand, how are we going to implement this? How are we going to get users? How are we going to gain revenue with this idea? Because I feel like a lot of CS students within hackathons, they can build a product, but there's a reason those products are never fully carried out, because they struggle with the rest. And for us, we find that very, very important. Because why else work on an idea if you don't actually understand how you would carry it out if you decided to? And that's why here, we decide what's important, and we decide that that is a huge aspect of our hackathon. That's why it's set up the way it is. All right, and we just want to give a very special thanks to our sponsors, Pega and the College of Engineering. Now, Pega is an AI software company. I know that's very generic, but trust me, they're amazing. And the College of Engineering, which we couldn't be more grateful for, we find it amazing that different colleges here at Northeastern can help out projects and events like ours. All right, so the theme reveal, finally, woohoo! Smart cities, yeah. Now, smart cities is a lot. And so we have our president here, Alexander, who's going to be diving deeper into what that really means.
Thank you, appreciate it. So, smart cities is an extremely relevant theme for this year. Last year we focused on education, which was a very disruptive industry, and smart cities is ever more disruptive for this year because there are so many aspects of our daily life that are affected by these components of urban planning, urban policy, and so forth. So right now I'm going to read you the problem statement for this year's InnovAIte Hackathon. Cities are evolving, but are they truly getting smarter? In Boston, traffic congestion costs commuters an average of 79 hours per year in delays, while public transit reliability issues continue to frustrate residents who depend on the MBTA. Rising sea levels threaten $85 billion worth of real estate along the city's waterfront, and extreme weather events are straining aging infrastructure. At the same time, Boston faces widening economic inequality with disparities in access to affordable housing, healthcare, and digital resources. As urban populations grow and environmental challenges intensify, the need for AI-driven innovation has never been greater. This year's InnovAIte Hackathon challenges you to reimagine the future of all cities, not just as hubs of technology, but as dynamic, adaptable ecosystems. Your task is to develop an AI-powered solution that tackles a pressing challenge, present or future, facing cities. From equitable mobility and climate-conscious urban planning, to smart governance and digital inclusivity, your innovation should address the complex, interconnected systems that define city life. How can AI help cities become not just more intelligent, but more livable, fair, and resilient? So, we have some information about how we structure our rubric and how we evaluate the solutions that you guys are developing. I see people taking pictures. We have all this information in a centralized format, so if you need it for reference later, please feel free to just wait until that point. We will send out further details. But nonetheless, we focus on, as Anthony had already mentioned, a holistic problem-solving process. So not only is your solution meant to be technically robust, with ideally a prototype of something developed to showcase a proof of concept, but we want you to focus on that business side, as well as the ethical components of how your solution will integrate into society, into the cities that you want to push your solution into. Now, obviously, with a city, there's a large amount of people. You're not having 5 people using your product. So this requires scalability. This requires the solution to be sustainable, to consider environmental factors too. These are all factors that we will be considering while we evaluate your solutions at the end of this hackathon. And of course, you're building it for a city, you're building it for a society. So at the core of the problem for your solution is the people. So you center your solution around the humans, the community that you're building it for. And we will be having a pitch workshop, which we'll be going into a little bit more details in a second, tomorrow. So we will provide you all the necessary resources for how to pitch properly, how to have an adequate and presentable delivery. And these are aspects also that we consider throughout the evaluation process. So, at the end of this hackathon, which is tomorrow, right, we will be having 2 rounds of judging. The first round of judging, again, this information will be posted, so if you're taking pictures, do not worry. So the first round of judging is done by the e-board members at AINU. You will be presenting your solution for a duration of 5 to 7 minutes. This does not include Q&A. We do not include Q&A in this preliminary round of presentations. Now, only 3 teams from the preliminary round will be chosen for the final round, where we will have a select panel of judges who are industry experts who we will introduce in just a second. And those 3 teams will fight it off to the death, beat each other up, kill each other, whatever it may be, to compete for the grand prize. And this final round incorporates a 10-minute presentation along with a 5-minute Q&A, so you have to understand and be ready for questions that are provocative, that are ready to challenge your solution and inquire about relevant details. So the prize for the grand winner is $2,000. Woo! Again, I want to emphasize this is thanks to our sponsors. We could not have been able to bring this event to fruition without them. Thank you, Pega and College of Engineering. Now, this is our schedule for the hackathon for today. So right now, we're doing the Welcome Address and Hackathon theme reveal. We're going to have a keynote speaker who we're going to introduce in just a moment. And then we're going to go straight into hacking. We provide you food, meals throughout the hackathon, as well as a workshop which we'll relay about tomorrow. All the details related to resources that you will need will be provided in our Discord. And one more thing, so we provide you guys a mirror board. Some of you might not be familiar with what that is, but essentially it allows you guys to have that centralized access point for everything that you need about the evaluation rubric, about how to submit, about how to approach brainstorming an idea for the solution that you as a team are coming up. I'll quickly show it as for reference. So the way it works is it's just this huge whiteboard, right? And you can kind of scroll through it, you can add notes and whatever it may be. We provide you this template and we ask you to create a copy of it. You're not able to edit it, so I mean, regardless, you need to make a copy. And within the mirror board, you have the problem statement for your reference. So if you forgot about it, here it is. And then also, as we scroll over to the side, we also have the grading rubric which you can look through both pages. This is how we evaluate all our solutions. Just to keep in mind, we're very transparent about this because obviously we want you guys to do well and create the solution in a holistic manner. And finally, here are the presentation and submission details.
I'm so excited to introduce you to our amazing speakers. This hackathon is not only about learning through coding, but also learning through some amazing experts. We have our keynote speaker, Siva Raghavan, who's standing right over there, who is the amazing CTO of his co-founded company. And we also have Ant Woodall, who's going to come in and talk about some amazing stuff for you guys. We also have some amazing judges for our final presentation. We have Ted Lansmark, who is an expert and a professor on urban planning and public policy, as well as an amazing civil rights activist. Again, Siva Raghavan, who I'm going to talk about a little more after the next slide, and Linda Kowalski, who is also a professor and an expert on public policy and urban planning. And coming from the mayor's office, which is so exciting, we have some observers from the new urban mechanics who are kind of just going to get to take a look at your projects and see what you guys have to create. Again, our keynote speaker is an accomplished engineer, and he's an entrepreneur who has incredible expertise in AI and automation. I think you guys are going to get to learn a lot from him. He is the founder and CTO of Closer Look AI, which is an AI solution to automate enterprise workflows. He has worked at some amazing companies before this, Salesforce, Amazon, Meta, and yeah, I think there's a lot we can learn from him. Thank you.
Please give him a warm welcome.